Yo, yo, yo. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Check, check, check. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm unmuted. It's weird. I mean, I can hear myself, obviously. Can y'all hear me? Cool. Jared, you can hear me? Awesome. Sweet. So basically, how this works is we're just hanging out for a little bit before the premiere of the finale. So thank you guys for jumping on. Of course, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, thanks. Grew out the beard and then I shaved it down to chops. But obviously, my wife wanted something a little cleaner for Father's Day, so we went halvesies and I kept the stash. Cool. Well, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. We're just kind of hanging out a little bit. And so I'm just trying to get this thing going here. I'm going to see if I can pull this. Let me see if I can pull my video player over here. So basically, this is just a hangout. You won't be able to watch the show on here, but that's okay. We're just kind of chatting. So yeah, we're just here for a few minutes. It's 1:35 my time, so if you are East Coast, it's 2:30 for you. Bless your heart. And if you're Pacific time, then it's 11:30 for you. So we've only got a few folks here right now. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, we can just kind of get some chats going. It sucks, obviously, I'm not monetized yet, so super chat's not a thing. I'm not making any money tonight. My buddy, you guys know Adam from the show. We were trying to get let's see. Dun, dun, dun. We're trying to get this thing set up where we could watch together, but it wasn't working for us. Okay. There's 3 of us here. What do you think will happen with the Grand Inquisitor? For tonight, I don't know. They obviously think Reva's dead, so I don't even know if we'll see the Grand Inquisitor. I was kind of thinking about the artwork that we saw for this big showdown that they were talking about, and I know it's meant to look like it's on Mustafar, but I kind of think that's going to be like on whatever ship Vader's on. Because I was thinking about the fact that they're on. I don't know if you guys can hear like all the freaking sounds and crap I'm hearing, but basically, I think that the Empire is going to catch up with the Path. I think they're going to catch up with Obi-Wan and all of them. How did I feel about Darth Vader's Tai Chi force blocks against? Oh, I thought it was pretty cool. I think it definitely was a cool way to show his power level versus hers. Didn't even use his own lightsaber; he just used hers. So I thought that was pretty raw. I've got my own custom saber here from Galaxy's Edge. So I went with an elemental build, which is, that's why you have the leather, and this is actually a Rancor tooth. So that's pretty cool. I wish I had another saber here with me. I actually bought a Dooku Legacy Collection blade recently, and that would have been really cool to watch. Okay, so let me see. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure y'all can't hear my audio if I'm watching this show. Obviously, I don't want to get flagged like right off the bat. You know what song I have stuck in my head is that song everybody's been posting over their Yo, Pinocchio's out. Oh, September 8th. Man, I bet you it's gonna be wild. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? My headphones are plugged into. How's this gonna work? Can y'all hear that playing through my headphones right now? If you're in the chat right now, can you hear what I'm listening to besides what I'm saying? Let's see. Heard it for a second, barely. Can you guys still hear it? Or I guess you can probably hear it from my headphones going to the. I guess I can turn my gain down a bit. Um, Jackson, what's up, dude? Here, let me turn this down over here. I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, so let's see. Jackson, what's up, dude? What time does it come out? Eastern time. If it's 1:40 Central, that means it's 2:40 for you. So 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes, it'll be out. Midnight Pacific. Let's see. How did Vader's force control get so powerful so quickly? It's only been like 2 years. It's actually been about 10 years. This is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Let me do this. Yeah, this is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So um, it's been a good while for Vader. Running two screens is awesome, but it's also kind of hard sometimes. I just want to make sure you guys can't hear stuff through. Like if I'm playing the show, I don't want it to come through my audio and then I get flagged. So yeah, 20 more minutes. I did see if you guys are on TikTok, there's a guy named Star Wars Dinks. He's a puppet. Um, Pretty cool actually. Let's see. Log in. I need to register for this. Let's do this. Let's see. Hey, what's up, man? Rookie 26. What's up, dude? Do we know you from Instagram or anything like that? You just a follower, or did you just stumble across this? I'm just trying to message retracted. Never mind. They're like wrong group. Let's see, just getting this set up. Pinning a boat. I'm setting up my Discord. I'm a human continuing a truck. Wow, it's a train. What if I really didn't know? Okay. Is there going to be a second season? I don't know. They're saying supposedly. I've heard rumor. But I've also heard a lot of people don't want there to be a second season. There's a lot of folks that they just want this to be it. Which is ironic because I think there's a decent chance there won't be a second season of the Book of Boba Fett, which is the show that I want more from. Let's see. But yeah, I think the thing is like how I'm watching myself. How I guess my thought is how much time can we have Obi-Wan away from Tatooine and it be like not realistic because it's whatever they want it to make to be or whatever, but I just don't like the idea of him being away from Luke for too long. Like he said Leia this whole freaking season. I thought when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Leia. That's so cute. And I thought that'd be it, but she's been here the whole time. So it's I mean, eventually I want him to protect Luke. That's what I think this I I don't know if that like I said, that artwork from um the artwork from the big showdown they're supposed to be having. I don't know if that's accurate or if that's just a concept. You know what I mean? Jared says, I feel like these shows aren't going to give the Star Wars community really what they want, which is insight into the characters instead of connections to the movie universe. Yeah, it's pretty much like, um, yeah. There's the hard part is everybody clamors for more of the characters that they grew up with, aka Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, characters like that. And then when those shows aren't what they always imagined the character would be like, everybody's ticked off. That's the hard part is the Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett is more like kind and thinks of other people way more than the Boba Fett that I think of in my mind. And even Timur Morrison said that he's ready to get back to Boba's old ways. So that's the hard part. With the Mandalorian, he can be whoever they want him to be because he's brand new. And so I think it's hard to give a character more depth if you're Disney. It's hard to give a character more depth because you're going to make someone upset. Like Luke not wanting to be around the Force and cutting himself off, things like that. That's a deep character development trait, but also it ticked off all the hardcore Luke fans, myself included. Like in my mind, Luke is the same Luke from the Legacy of the Force series where his wife dies and he is like just continuing to be the Grand Master. Let's see. Please check your email to phone trust. Okay. I'm setting up a Discord. I've never really done this before, but Adam's trying to get me to verify. I'm new to all this, y'all. I was trying to have Adam on with me. So I went ahead and registered the live, but unfortunately, I was not able to do that in time. Let's see. I want to see Obi-Wan learning to master the Force, Boba Fett becoming the bounty hunter, boss going on the hunt and acquiring the Houndstooth. Oh, dude, nobody wants more boss than me. Not to say I'm the face of Star Wars or anything like that. But yeah, I wanted boss really bad in the Book of Boba Fett. Let's see. How do I do this? Friends. How do I do this? This is wild. Pending. Here we go. Accept. Yeah, but I think if they here's the thing is that for like a hardcore fan, um, I could watch Obi-Wan be in the realm of the cosmic force in his cave talking to Qui-Gon for 6 episodes, but that's not what a lot of people want. You know what I mean? Let's see. Join. What's this? You've been added to a channel. But yeah, like Boba Fett. If you guys are watching this and if you haven't heard I'm assuming there's two of us on here. We're a smaller channel. It's our first live. It's 1:30. But um, if you guys haven't heard, like um, my thought is I would love to see trees and respect. Blah, 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 blah. I definitely think that it would be cool to have Boba Fett getting after Finnick because Finnick's the one that killed the Tuskens. That's just a thought. Okay, let's see. I think it would. I think it would work, but I don't think Disney can perceive that. I think that there's people that work for Disney that can perceive it. I think that the higher ups maybe can't perceive it, perhaps. At the end of the day, they're definitely a business, and they definitely want to make money. That's the goal. So I think, yeah, basically same thing. Can I get out of here? What's this? Let's see. Um, 150. You guys want to check and see if it's up? Sometimes they open them up a little bit early. Let's just go ahead and hit the refresh here. Part 6. Okay, so part 6 is up. There's only 3 of us in here. Click join voice. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing over here on the. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to figure out how to turn down. Oh, I guess I can turn it down here. Keep talking. Can you turn your mic down a smidge? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, we got Adam on here just in my ears. Um, Look, there's 2 of us. Let's just let's just go ahead and watch it early. And if people come in late, then it is what it is. So we're not watching this together, just like we said earlier. Um, we're going to. I wonder if I can once we get this. Once we get this figured out over here on how to. Um, let's see. I'll put it in the chat. Pressing play. What would I like to see in season 2? Um, man, what would I like to see? Obviously, if you know, more Qui-Gon. If Qui-Gon shows up, if Qui-Gon doesn't show up, then I'm assuming we're getting a season 2 because they've kind of alluded to it. 1:55 Central Standard Time. So in a minute and however long, let me put my clock up here so I can see like by the second. Adam, are you still in here with me? Okay, cool. I can hear you. So we got about a minute and a half to our pressing play. Everybody that's listening with us, um, I'm gonna keep my uh, chatter to a minimum just because I know you guys are gonna want to enjoy watching the show. But it'd just be cool to have this, and then we can do more. We can do an actual chat like afterwards. Um, Adam's in. This is cool. I mean, this is actually a lot of fun. I can understand why they do these lives. I was watching Love Him or Hate Him. Star Wars Theory does these lives all the time, and I don't know. There was something controversial about him on the clock. 14, 15, 45 seconds to go. Anyways, long story short, he was doing a live last night, and I was watching just because I wanted to hear his thoughts before Kenobi 6, and they asked him how much money he had made, and between him and the guy that was co-hosting, they had made like $5,000 Canadian in the freaking 2 hours they were on there or whatever. Wild. He said he's moving to the U.S. soon. Okay, right? Probably so he can own a gun. I'm sure there's lots of reasons. Probably taxation is probably the biggest one. Okay, if y'all are ready, we're gonna press play. We'll do a countdown. I'll do a 10-second countdown from 1:55. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're pressing play. I'm gonna go ahead and let the yes. I'm gonna go ahead and let the recap play through so we're all in the same space. I would just like to say I called it. Dang, maybe I'll do a live take my shirt off if Qui-Gon shows up. Seen a little bit, Jackson. Bale's not even wearing a fake mustache for that voicemail. Yeah, the Star Wars one just came up. Mm-hmm. What the heck is this thing? Oh, there she is. Yes. Oh my god. I think you're just a smidge ahead of me, Adam. I have to go. I'm at 10:20. 10:21. It's cool. Oh wow. I was kind of hoping Vader would just take off on his own. Okay, now we're talking. I wonder if he's going to try to convince him to give it up one more time. Hmm. Hmm. Oh dang. Oh, there it is. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, it's cool that that shot mirrored some of their stuff from the last episode. And we got the Obi-Wan pose. I'm sure everybody loved that. Dude, how is this chick alive? Oh, sick. His Battlefront rolling. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. Wow. Oh, now Vader has the high ground. Oh, my God. Wow, that was pretty epic. That might be where he leaves him. Bro, she just woke up. Dude, what if Qui-Gon steps in? Wow. Oh, cool, behind the back. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. What? Come on, bro. Get out of here. Shut up. Bro, this is straight out of that fan art where he holds up all the blasters. I'm ready for the Tuscans to take her out, dog. Oh, Jawas. Dude, that would be sick. Holy frick, he's really going for it. God bless. Whoa. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do it, do it, do it. He still can't kill him, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Frick, dude. Wow. Dang, dude. Oh, dang. He's gonna take the daggum shuttle. Oh my god, dude. It would have been funny if we take the Imperial shuttle. Bro, there's still like freaking 20 something minutes left. What if Luke uses the Force? But frick, like, how fast can he get there? Oh, dang. So how the frick does Lightspeed work then? Dude, what if Owen still blows her freaking brains out? Yeah, someone's got to take this chick out, though. She's unstable. Hmm. Emperor. So this is Leia back on Alderaan, I assume. There's Bail. This guy's just out and about now, I guess. Yeah, for your sake, Bail. There on Alderaan. Probably get my job back at the sushi market. Dang, so Anakin's dead for him. Oh, that's cute. Lola's in her holster. All right, it's enough of that. Give us Qui-Gon. Oh, he's leaving. He's going to move to his hut, I guess. Got the Oakleys? Oh, hello there. lose. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm just gonna scrub here at the end and see if there's any in credit anything. Nothing. Wow. Well, that's what we came for. All right, I guess I'll mute this. Dude, that Vader fight scene was freaking off the chain, dude. Reva's ending was kind of whack in my opinion, but yeah. So Reva will be back if there's a second season. Pretty good. I thought man, so I know Jared, I know you're in the chat. I think I got what I needed out of that episode to justify a single season. Cool. Yeah, I think that man, that battle between Obi-Wan and Vader, the fact that he still tried to appeal to Anakin and the fact that Vader was like Anakin's dead. That all justifies a lot of the stuff that's said in the original trilogy. Because the main thing that I was thinking about was you, from where we were, you still kind of had a feeling that Obi-Wan had hope. But by episode 4, he's talking about how Anakin Skywalker was murdered by Darth Vader, which is cool now because it's not just Obi-Wan being a tool about Anakin. It's literally him quoting Vader about himself, which I thought was cool. And then from episode 6, there's a moment where Vader is talking to Luke, and Luke says, "I know that you're Anakin Skywalker," and Vader says, "That name doesn't have any meaning for me." And Luke says, "That's who you used to be." And Vader says, "Obi-Wan once thought as you did." So it touched a lot of those little points. Dude, if this whole season could have been episode 3, 5, and 6 and just more of that style, I I still think, like, I understand Reva's character. I don't know. I'm just not very satisfied with what's next for her. I'm assuming she's going to be in, if there's another season of there's, but what's the point of another season of Obi-Wan? Like, they clearly make it where that's got to be it, right? That's got to be it. Maybe she'll show up in the new Fallen Order game. We've been watching a lot of Intervention lately, and I pretty much think of Reva as one of those characters where it's like, man, we're so glad you're back around, but you still can't go in mom and dad's room by yourself because you're going to rob them blind. Like I still wouldn't freaking allow Riva around the path or any like I still if I was Obi-Wan, I still would be like, yeah, thank you very much for bringing the boy back. Now, never again. Like I still wouldn't want her around the kids. Yeah, yeah, she was the sole director. Jared says, "I love that Darth Vader has new masks on standby." Yeah, he probably has something similar to what Grievous had in Lair of Grievous from the Clone Wars, where he just has like racks on racks on racks of different stuff. Because he didn't just replace his mask; his whole chest unit was bashed in. Did y'all notice he got frickin' slashed across the daggum back of his shoulders? God bless. That was wild. That was pretty good. The most emotional part, obviously, was um, Obi-Wan trying to apologize to Anakin. That was definitely the saddest part. But dude, it was wild that Anakin instead of I don't know. I know that Anakin can't cry out for help. But there was a part of me that was like, come on, you want his help. I wanted Anakin to call out to Obi-Wan and be like, I don't know what to do. Jared said they did so good with the voice augmentation. I agree. I thought that especially they had a good mix of like you can hear Hayden in there and then you can hear the mask. And my understanding is all of the purely Vader sound is computer generated, similar to the Luke Skywalker voice when they basically go back and they take a bunch of tracks of Vader or James Earl Jones and then they basically use AI to simulate whatever he's going to say, which is what they did for Luke. They went back and got a bunch of audio dramas and stuff that Mark Hamill was a part of, and that's how they made him talk in The Mandalorian. Jackson Weaver says that scene left me in awe. Me too, dude. That was probably my favorite part. That scene where they're fighting and the emotional part where Obi-Wan is trying to appeal to Anakin one more time. Pretty awesome. Um, I'm hoping where you get to see more and more and more like extreme force powers. Like in the last two episodes, I feel like that's the most use of the force we've ever gotten that I can think of. Um, yeah, once we get this whole live stream thing figured out where we can share our screen and have more than one um, person participating, all that kind of crap. I would love to be able to just pull up and show you guys my screen because the image I thought of was this picture that I've seen where it was fan art of Obi-Wan. Um, he's holding up blasters with the Force on the Death Star from Episode 4. If I can pull it up on my phone, here it is. Just gonna add this to my photos real quick. We'll get around it. I'm just gonna hold it up to the daggum camera. This is totally, in my opinion. Can you guys see that? Come on, focus. Focus. Come on, dog. Adjust. There we go. So this is fan art from A New Hope, where there's Han and Luke behind him trying to get on the Millennium Falcon, and he's just holding up all these blasters with the Force. Yeah, that was pretty raw. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see. Jackson says, I thought it was kind of weird to see Obi-Wan use such aggressive fighting style when we're used to seeing him use the defensive form 3. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree, but I think that I think Obi-Wan is a defensively minded fighter, but he had something to fight for. I think that's the difference. I think that it's kind of like it's kind of that same moment where in episode 3 where Dooku's kind of taunts Anakin and then Anakin goes ham on him. I think it's not about obviously that was dark. That was the dark side, you know, controlling Anakin in that moment. But I think that I think in this moment, uh, Obi-Wan knows and believes that Luke and Leia are two sides of, in his mind, don't crucify me here, purists, but in Obi-Wan's mind, Luke and Leia are two sides of the same coin of the chosen one at this point. So he's fighting to protect the future of all of, not humankind, because there's more than humans, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a greater good. So it was aggressive, but I don't think it was pure aggression. I don't think that it was aggression for aggression's sake. So I think that's the difference. He was fighting offensively because he was defending something, if that makes sense. Similar to his mindset whenever we see him versus Maul and Rebels. Jared says, I don't know, maybe the most powerful force displays. Episode 1 had the most force differentiation, speed, movement, mind manipulation, push, jump. Yeah, I agree. Force speed. I don't know if we've seen force speed since then. It's kind of hard to articulate on film. There's tons of it in books and things. In fact, in Brotherhood by Mike Chen, it talks about Obi-Wan running away from basically the cops, and he has the ability to use force sprint, but to rely on the force too much is draining. Which I think we're starting to see some development in that area where he's a vessel of the force. So the same way, in Harry Potter, where what's his name? Voldemort has a bunch of Horcruxes, and it's like draining him because he's using these evil powers for selfish gain to stay alive. I think the dark side obviously drains a person, and I think that Obi-Wan in this episode is like so perfectly in the middle of the will of the Force that he's able to do all these crazy things and he's not drained. I think episode 1 has a really great variety of Force usage. What I'm talking about is the power, the amount of power that's being displayed. Sorry, I got the sniffles. I'm actually home right now with David, so that's my sleep schedule's all off. I took like a 5-hour nap today. But yeah, I think. Let's see. What did you think of what happened to Riva? I mean, kind of lame in my opinion. I would have liked for if I went to shot her with a shotgun. That's just my personal preference. I mean, I understand the concept where she like, I don't know though, like for her to be so ambitious and for her to be like, I don't have a in-depth knowledge of how they get their name, like why she's the third sister. Is she the third female inquisitor that they recruited or turned or whatever? But she's definitely killed people before. She's definitely killed Force users before. Like in the Fortress Inquisitorius where they're having their little weird board meetings and stuff, if you look around the edge of the room, there's like a whole slew of lightsabers from, I assume, Jedi they've killed or whatever. So you want to tell me that she didn't kill any of those people? I think that if they would have killed her last episode, her storyline would have meant more. I feel like the stuff that she did in this storyline was in this episode was kind of strange. And is she impervious to lightsaber wounds? Like, she's been stabbed twice, and the first 2 times she used the hate, anger. I know the freaking stereotypical Star Wars explained answer where it's the dark side, and I totally get that. But my thought is, shouldn't then her hate and rage and anger, it's not like her wound healed when she turned back good or whatever, shouldn't she die then? Does that make sense? Like if you're using the dark side to keep your wounds and all that kind of crap at bay, it's similar to okay, here's a deep cut for you two people who are on here with me. Darth Sion from the Knights of the Old Republic. He looks basically like, whenever you see pictures of the desert and it's so dry that it's all cracked, his body is like being held together by freaking rage and hatred. He's a Dark Lord of the Sith. In my mind, it's like as soon as he lets go of all that rage and hate and anger, he would die. like Maul being a metal spider from the belly button down probably wouldn't keep him alive if he just decided to give it up one day and forgive. So Riva should die, in my opinion. She should like be put to rest. So the second sister's dead. The third sister's gone. We just name drop Quinlan Voss for no reason. I mean, they can probably bring him in. I mean, I would rather him be name dropped than not in the series at all. That was neat. I did have a small little, just a tiny hope that it was going to be, if we get Quinlan, we get Crook as well. And because in Legends, they escape and survive together and all that kind of stuff. Something wild. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Jared says there was a sombrero of the Orient in this series. Where? I didn't see one. I know the little guards on Alderaan have kind of like an upside down ramen bowl on their head. You know what's really crazy is if you're keeping up with the comics at all, there's basically let's see, that's why Qui-Gon Jinn dies and Reva doesn't with the same ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jackson. We're on the same page. I'm saying the second brother. Oh, I guess he does kind of have a sombrero of the Orient, second brother. He was a cool character. He's in Rebels as well, but I will say, I can't remember the guy's name, but Han from Fast and the Furious, there's very rare instances where the live action person is better. Is it sixth brother? Frick. Fifth brother, there you go. Yeah, they don't alternate. I was wondering when they first started coming out with these characters if it was like second, third, fourth, fifth brother, second, third, fourth, fifth sister, but I think it's like back and forth. Star Wars Explained did a video today about why they can't be replaced, but I haven't really gotten to watch it. I guess I can check it out real quick. Let's see. Dude, would it be wild if I just hey, if we want to feel badly about ourselves, we can look and see how many people are on Star Wars Theories reaction video right now. What is it, like 10,000, 15,000? 24,000 as of right now. It's cool. This is the beginning of something different. I liked it. I have a different kind of setup going in the office right now. Let's see. Yeah, once we can get OBS running. Personally, I liked the layout look of Streamlabs more. It just looked more user friendly, but if I can get the hang of OBS, I don't mind. Okay. Dude, I'm looking. I could have swore Homeboy did a video about the Inquisitors. Let's see. I saw it. Yeah, you can tell he uses Fiverr just because there's everything kind of looks the same. The background. Oh, you're talking about Theory. Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm looking at his at Star Wars Explains videos, and I was looking for the one that talks about. Literally saw one earlier that said why the Inquisitors aren't replaced after they're killed, and I don't see it. If you guys are still, if there's more people watching than just, um, if there's anyone in there that's still watching besides just Adam, if you guys have questions or thoughts, I'd love to get your thoughts so we can just kind of chat for a little bit before we jump off. Let's see. Dude, I could have swore maybe it was an older video. Markion Row Origins. That's 3 months old. Eric, are you still on here? I saw Eric was on here earlier. Oh, here we go. It's a short. Why dead Inquisitors were never replaced. Okay, let me listen to this real quick.
Why weren't Imperial Inquisitors replaced after being killed?
Hmm. So basically, he just says that the reason that there aren't more Inquisitors after the ones that exist already die is just because there's there's a very limited batch because they were fallen Jedi. I would like to get, let's see, Jared Greg, did refugees eventually become the resistance? Yeah, I think that basically what you're seeing is you're seeing the beginning of the rebellion, similar to Rebels, where there's like different cells across the galaxy that kind of join together. One character that was in the very beginning that I think was also a part of the path. Um, One character that stood out is the little boy that Haja, I think is his name, gets off of Dayu is a character. The little boy's name, when you look him up, is Corin. And a lot of people are saying that, or they're, wondering if that's Corin Horn, who was a leading member of Luke Skywalker's Jedi Academy back in the day. Let's see. So yeah, the refugees become the resistance. The resistance technically isn't until the sequel era, but I assume you mean the rebellion. Yes, I do think this is the early piece of the rebellion. Jackson says, based off what was in this episode, do you think we'll get a season 2? Not really. They said it was a limited thing. Um, and supposedly, I did hear rumors that some significant changes were made to provide for a season 2, but I wonder if what that means is Riva was gonna die, but they changed her character so that she can be a part of a different project. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. The script was changed for Obi-Wan season 2. Maybe it's the script was changed so that Riva's character can contribute somewhere else. I can see her showing up in Andor or something like that. That'd be interesting. She'd have to have like an extremely moral, like strong moral compass at that point, though. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see. It's 3:01 my time, which means it's 4 o'clock Eastern. If Jackson, if you're in the East, sorry for my frickin'. You can hear my congestion. We'll probably stay on for another 10 minutes or so, unless everybody's ready to jump off. There's no super chats, so nobody's paying me to be on right now. I was like, dude, I could tell last night when I was watching Theories live that like there was a time where they were kind of like ready to get off or whatever. But bro, they're getting paid like $5 a question or $10 a question or $20 a question. Bro, you'd see me up here like Mr. Bean with matches in my freaking eyes if I was getting $5 to answer everybody's questions. It was cool that we got some Luke action. Jared says, too bad for that. I'm assuming he means we're not getting paid yet. You're still the Star Wars prophet, called so much of that episode. Yeah, thanks, dude. There's some times where I'm just throwing baloney at the ceiling and seeing what sticks, but there are things that I'm like, this would be a really good move. But man, I was sad I didn't get it right with Uncle Owen. Man, whenever they pulled that freaking shotgun out of the wall, I thought for sure. I was like, dang, kill that, go for it. Jackson says, "All right, thanks for the questions you answer." Absolutely, man. I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful for anybody being on here. I'm happy to have this conversation. I'm just jealous of those who are doing this for a freaking a full time living. But yeah, um, so yeah, Jackson, have a good night, dude. I think so. If you're on the East Coast, man, it's freaking 4 o'clock where you are. So hopefully you have a late start to your day tomorrow. All right. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna. I think we'll go ahead and check out. Man, so those of you who got to watch, I know we had a few people on and off, but I really enjoyed it. I guess I'll do a real quick live review. You guys will probably hear my full in-depth thoughts on an upcoming episode of the podcast. Let's see if I get my review thoughts out. Okay. Overall thoughts, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There was a few things that I was like, okay, come on. um, the Riva timeline kind of was strange to me. Uh, 1 through 10. I don't know. It felt like it was like 2 or 3 different episodes based on the different storylines. So like the Obi-Wan Vader part of the episode was like a freaking 10. Riva's part was like a 6. Um, I don't know. It was weird to me that all of a sudden she had all this really strong conviction when clearly she's killed people before, killed young. Like she was totally on freaking whatever planet they were on, uh, Jabim. She was like totally willing to just slaughter whole families to get Obi-Wan out of there. So standout moment for me was the whole Vader and Obi-Wan fight, and probably the most emotional moment that made me tear up a little bit was when Obi-Wan was crying and saying he was sorry, but then my tears went back up into my eyeballs when Anakin was like, "I killed Anakin Skywalker." That was cool. New characters. We got to see Beru finally. That was cool. I like that they finally had her. She was also saying her typical line of Luke. So that was cool. And what's next? Who knows, man? I think that like where they are with Obi-Wan, he's kind of like reached his destination and he's going to be like somewhat at peace for the next however long. Um I don't I mean, I said this going into the season, but I don't really see a world where he leaves for any reason. Leia's safe. They're not going to replay that line, and Leia is really the only reason or the only other person that he would leave to not watch over Luke. So unless something arises, um, in the old school Kenobi novel by John Jackson Miller from like 2010 or 11, I think, uh, he basically it's on Tatooine, and the Hutts are basically starting a rivalry between farmers and Tuscans to try to get. Essentially, Jabba is like stirring up trouble so that the farmers will need ways to defend themselves against the Tuscans, and so they come to him to buy guns. And Obi-Wan kind of stands in between everybody to fix it. But I thought that when John Jackson Miller was writing that story, he probably was also thinking, like all of us, there's nothing under the sun that can get Obi-Wan to leave Tatooine, so I got to create something here. So it would feel small, like he was on frickin'. He got called from Alderaan, said no. Then Bail goes from Alderaan to Tatooine, risks exposure of Bail knowing Obi-Wan and Luke and all of them. Then he finally leaves, goes to Dayu, finds her, goes to Jabim, like this big galactic journey that he's been on the last 6 episodes. I don't really see a world where um, if he just stays on Tatooine, it would feel lesser than what we just got in a sense. But like I said, I could just watch him talk to Qui-Gon for 6 hours. So, all right, dudes. Uh-huh. Yeah. So for those of you who are watching and you can't hear Adam, I'm on Discord with him, and he said it feels like if they are only going to do this one season, they should have done at least 10 episodes. Um, and yeah, it kind of felt weird that Mandalorian season 1 and 2 had 8, and then Book of Boba had 7, and then this one had 6. And it's not like, man, I hate to be that guy that's like talking good about Stranger Things and like kind of pooping on Star Wars. I thought Obi-Wan was great, but Stranger Things episodes are freaking long. I thought these episodes would have been longer, but part of that might honestly be they didn't really know like where to go with it to stretch it out. So who knows? I think it's a very like uh it's a very simple concept. Yeah, just give me a bunch of ideas. If they want to know, I have tons of ideas. If they okay, so if there's a season 2, stay on Tatooine, bring in a character like Plug Eye, the Tusken Raider. You can have the whole Kenobi novel basically happen, and and then maybe you can also have Quinlan come around. He's already been to Tatooine before. That's where we first see him in episode 1. And any way that we can get Obi-Wan's showdown with Asherad Het, who ends up becoming Darth Krayt, would be sick. And that has to happen on Tatooine. So dope. Well, thank you guys. Jared says, see you again soon. Looking forward to your upcoming shorts. I've got something coming out tomorrow that's a behind the scenes short of how I make the shorts. So it's like shortception. Very cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm probably not going to make this public once we end here, just because I don't see a world where people just watch me stare at a screen and say things every 4 or 5 minutes for an hour and a half. But eventually, once this stuff gets monetized, and we have more people tuning in and doing super chats and stuff, there'll be there'll be a day when we do that kind of thing. Especially once we get me and Adam and Samuel um, co-hosting all together and stuff. So that's going to be all set up hopefully tomorrow. I set it all up, but it didn't come within the 24-hour period that I was asking for. So anyways, that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Chiss Ascendancy. The force will be with you always, and maybe we'll do this for a premiere the next time there's something coming up for Bad Batch or Andor or something. That'll be fun. So, all right. Thank you guys, and we will see you guys later.